Guys, I'm here with Andy Montgomery, and we were just talking about skipping a little bit, and he was just sort of going on about the finer intricacies and things he's discovered over the years that allow him to skip better.
You know, I get asked all the time, what kind of reel do I use to skip, and you know, just how to make me a better skipper. Well, when you're learning to do it, one of the most important things to me is you want a magnetic drag on the left side of your reel that's on a dial. A lot of the reels, you actually take the cover off, and there's 6 brakes in there, and you turn 1 or 2 of them off on different stuff. That's kind of hard to learn with. You need a reel that's got the magnetic deal on the left side where you can actually dial it up, and you got the one on the right side. So you got 2 adjustments. I've used a team dial with Zillion. I've been using it for 6 years, ever since my professional career started. To me, it's by far the best skipping reel. There's nothing even compares to it. But you know, when you start off, just turn your brakes on your left side of your reel all the way to 10. And then on the right side, you just kind of adjust it where it free falls a little bit, and just when it hits the ground or the water, it kind of stops. And that's a good way to learn. And once you start getting good at it, then you can start backing off this, and then you can back off this. One of the good things about a Zillion is this clicks. This is actually a dial. We have 1 through 10. 10 being the strongest magnetic force, 1 being the weakest. The brakes on this side actually click too. So that really helps me. Most of them don't click, so then you're just guessing. You know, I turned it a quarter of a turn. What's a quarter of a turn on something that it all looks the same? So the Zillions actually have the clicker on the right side and left side, so you can really fine tune it. Know how to click 1, 2, 3, 4 times, or 2 or 3 times, and you can back it off. And it's something that you just have to play with and get what's comfortable for you.
Do you have any tips? Just say they've got all that right, and what's just something visually that you visualize, that you think in your head? I know, like I've said before, and maybe some other people have said, you just visualize sliding. Don't visualize hopping and jumping the jig. Visualize sliding.
Visualize skipping a rock. I mean, I've used that analogy a lot. You know, when you release a rock, you want it really close to the water, and it's the same way with your bait. When you release your bait, you want your bait really, really close to the water. So the best thing to kind of visualize is skipping a rock. I think we've all done it, and that's the best way that I know to put it. It's the same concept. Instead of skipping a rock, we're skipping a bait, a jig or something.
Now, Andy, do you want to focus more on the first, like, I guess, landing of the bait, or on the target? Like, where do you want to focus your eyes when you're making a skip?
Yeah, my eyes are focused on the target. When I miss or something, I get frustrated with myself, and I'll say, see the hole, hit the hole. Because I usually hit what I'm looking at. And say I'm coming up to a pontoon. If I'm looking at that pontoon with my eyes, that's what I'm going to hit. I'm going to hit the pontoon. So I really have to focus on the center of the hole that I want to hit. And that's where I put my eyes, and that's where I usually can hit. Yeah,
what I've noticed with myself is, like, the bait tends to go where you're looking. Exactly. So if you're looking at the obstruction, you're going to hit that obstruction.
Yeah, exactly. If you're looking at this pontoon, for example, again, if you're looking at the pontoon thinking, man, I hope I don't hit that pontoon.
Right.
You got your eye on that
that's
pontoon,
it.
You're going to hit that pontoon.
Because you're scared of it, you're looking at it in fear, and that's what causes you to miss.
Yeah. See the hole, hit the hole.
The hole, is that? Say it again?
The hole.
See the hole?
The hole underneath the float, or the hole underneath the pontoon. And
okay.
That's usually where you hit.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Do you have any kind of like rules of thumb with how much line you have hanging from the tip, or is it more of a feel thing for you?
It's a feel thing. I mean, I can longer skips. I have longer line. I actually can do it with a 3-4 foot line out, and I can do it with 6 inches of line out. So you're probably more accurate. You're definitely more accurate the less line you have, but you don't get as much distance. So if you got to make a long skip, you're gonna need a lot longer line.
Awesome.
When you release it.
Thanks a lot, Andy.